we have to move in our gifts. What's your biggest dream? What is your dream that you've always wanted to do? Have you ever written it anywhere? One of the things that you can do is you can take that one thing, even if it's one thing that you've always wanted to do, write it down. Look at it day and night and read it over. Read it over, because you know what? When you make the vision plain, so that when you see it, you can run with it, it's going to be a reminder of what you were called here to do. No matter what your circumstance is, no matter what your situation is. And so when we get inspired about why we're here and what we're supposed to be, guess what? You begin to not concentrate on the fear, on the worry, on the stress, on the pain, on everything that's going on in the world. And you begin to blank out and black out. And then you begin to dig in and you're like, you know what? I got work to do. Ain't nobody got time for, I got work to do. We got work to do. So if I just transfer all of that energy, all of that stress, all of that worry into love, into transparency, into healing, into joy, into happiness, into creating my gift, that is a part of self-care. Your self-care and your purpose are linked together. They're linked together. So if we want to create, we have to have a peace of mind in the midst of all of this chaos. The situation doesn't have to stop. The situation, the chaos, the pandemic, the worry, everything that's going, this doesn't have to stop for us to keep going in our purpose. As a matter of fact, many of the trials that are going to come, to whom much is given, much is required, this is not going to be easy. There are going to be times that we're going to feel stressed. There's going to be times where we're going to feel like we can't go anymore. That's a part of life. Who's perfect? Who? Let me know. Let me know who in here is perfect. None of us. But you know what? Your gift purifies you. Your talents and your dreams, everything that you said you wanted to do, you can manifest. You can make happen. Hang up that phone. Before you go to bed tonight, get a little, I don't care if it's a scrap piece of paper. Listen, get that piece of paper and you write down what it was you said you was going to do 2 years ago, 5 years ago. I don't care if that business partner cut out on you. I want you to write that down. And I want you to say, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go forth with this because this is what I really believe in. This is what makes me happy. This is what I cannot live without. This is what I would do if money wasn't an issue. This is what I would do all day long, even if I got paid for it or not. Because guess what? Money is the last thing to come. Money is the last thing to come. You serve your gift to the world. Serve your gift to the world. And it will make rooms for you. It will bring you into great people. It will put you in tables where you couldn't even get into. It will break down walls. It will open up doors. All of this will happen when you start to link your purpose with self-care prioritization. What does that look like? What does that taste like? What does that feel like? What does that sound like? When we wake up in the morning, here's a suggestion. When we wake up in the morning, before we hit the phone, before we hit the snooze button, take a moment to just thank God. And to say, you know what, my ultimate goal, my ultimate purpose is to please you and to live out my gifts and talents because you were brought here for a purpose. Miles Monroe said that the richest place in the world is the graveyard, is the cemetery, because there were books that were never written. There were businesses that were never started. There were people that have never lived their gifts. There's so many pearls and diamonds and gifts in the cemetery. So when you wake up and you take that breath, thank God. Thank God we made it to another day.